guys, Miss Karen here. We're gonna work on some drills that will help with leg tightening. So straightening our knees and keeping our knees tight. A lot of times when kids are newer to gymnastics or when they're not super flexible yet, it's very hard to keep their legs straight in motion. So a lot of times you'll see them stand up straight, you'll see them be able to touch their toes, but as soon as you start to do a skill, their legs have a tendency to bend, and it's because they haven't really felt what it's like to squeeze their muscles in that spot for their legs. So we're going to be targeting the muscle that's right above the kneecap, as well as the stretching, the flexibility in our hamstring and behind our knee in order to help our legs stay straight. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to get a mat that's just about hip height. The higher the mat, the more flexible the gymnast. So if you're having trouble even at hip height, something around knee height would be fine. But basically anything where when they put their foot up on it, their leg doesn't automatically bend. So I'm a little bit more flexible so I can do a higher mat. But if you do have someone who is having a hard time keeping their legs straight, then you can go even down towards knee height and just put their foot on top of a mat that's that size. A sofa cushion, a table, or an ottoman, or your bed. Anything at home that you would have that you can elevate that leg. And then you see my bottom foot. My bottom foot may have a tendency to want to turn sideways if I'm not very flexible in my hamstrings or my hips or my knee. So I want to make sure that my bottom foot is as straight forward as possible with my leg up on the mat. First, you're going to start even just balancing this position. It's challenging for some younger gymnasts. So just starting to balance here, maybe balance and hold for 10 seconds. And then I'm going to work on keeping this knee very straight when I stretch forward to the mat. So I'm not trying to do too much strenuous activity here. I'm not trying to bang my leg or anything. I just want to be able to stretch the back of this thigh while keeping that knee straight. So you may notice that your gymnast can do this position just fine, and then when they go to move forward, they tend to bend that knee. Their hamstring is tight. So we're going to work on trying to keep this knee very straight. And then we're going to go bend and straighten. So now we're trying to focus on feeling what the straight knee will feel like versus what their comfortable knee will feel like. So we're going to go slight bend and straighten, bend and straighten. You can also add a foot flex to this, and that will make it a little bit more challenging, and it'll stretch the back of the leg even more. So you can go, let's say 5 foot flexes. 1, 2, keeping this knee as straight as possible. 3, 4, 5, and then 5 bends and press. 3, 4, 5. After that, I'm going to stand up and again work on my balance, trying not to wobble, and I'm going to pick up my foot off the mat. Seems like it might be an easy thing to do, but you're using a lot of quad muscles and a lot of hip muscles to do that, and if you're tight in your hamstrings, you may notice a bend when they do that. So we're going to try to think about pushing our knee down towards the floor. So think about pulling the back of your knee down while lifting your toes. So we're going to lift off the mat 10 times. 1, 2, 3, without letting this knee bend. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then try to hold it even for 3 seconds. And rest. Good. Then you'll do the other side. Same thing. You're going to go up on the mat. Make sure that bottom foot that you're standing on is facing forwards and not sideways. Straight knee, hands on the mat, and just let that stretch for a second. And then we can go bend and straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then add 5 foot flexes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 more bends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Stand up. Again, working on our balance before we start to lift our foot, and we'll lift 10 times and hold. 1, 2, 3, tight knee. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold and rest. Good job. Keep working hard on the details. Your skills will get better, and then the details will make them look really beautiful.